Hey robot friends, today we're going to learn how to do a 3-point move in Flair 7. Here we go. Alright, so we have Flair loaded up, we got our lens calibrated. We have an actuator set up that's launching a little tiny orange up into the air, and our goal today is to set up a move where we are capturing that tiny orange at its peak. So first thing we did was we found the peak, the height, just by launching it manually and putting a little stand-in in there. So now that we have our stand-in there, we can program the move around that. What we're going to do is turn our Cartesians on here. And what that means is, instead of using the degrees of the motor's axis positions, the inverse kinematics model is going to calculate those motor positions automatically to get us to that position in world space. All right, we can just kind of rough in the start of our framing here. So just boom down a little bit. Well, why do we want to go to? Go to? Okay, we'll tilt down a little. Then we'll find our focus here. We are on focus follows target. So the target and the focus will be locked together. So we're gonna go ahead and push our target out, which pushes our focus out as well. There we go. We can move using our carts and still be locked onto it wherever we go. This looks like a good end position, depending on which way we want to go. If we want to go right to left or left to right, I think we want to go left to right. So let's say we want this move to be 100 frames. We want that to be 100, which it already is. So we're just going to store these waypoints there. All right, now we're going to circle back around the other direction. Looks like we need to give ourselves some room, so we're going to scooch our track down. And we can keep coming around here. There we go. All right, you can also right click on these, so you don't have to go from the plus and the minus. You can just stay on one and go like that. And you can also do it down here, of course, or you can click in the middle of this and drag this way and that way if you want more of a logarithmic scale control. All right, so we can lock this in as our first position, position 1. Now if we look at our robot move up here, it's just going in a straight line. From here, if we play forward, right, so let's go to that middle section there. I think we might be able to make it a little more interesting. We're going to go to Cartesian view. And maybe we just pull it out like so. Let's say there's going to be a big action in the middle here. Maybe we want to catch more of it, so we want to be a little bit wider, and maybe we want to feel big, so we just drop down a little bit. Yeah, get a little bit of that lens flare in there. We know that this is the peak of the move, so maybe we want to tilt down a little bit. That stand's not going to be there. Somewhere in there. And we're going to add a point by clicking in between the two to add waypoint. We're going to store a point, and now we have a 3-point move. You can see there's a little bit of a curve to our move now. Now we can go to our first frame. We can preview that slow. So you're on robot slow. We go forward. Uh-oh, it's saying, hey, you are set to 95 frames, and we can only do this at 88.1 because your, let's see, your acceleration, we're stopping, coming to a stop at frame 92, which means we're stopping too hard at frame 92. So we could try making it get to frame 50 a little bit quicker by changing that to 45. And now it says we're okay, we can run it. All right, so now we can preview. Slow, yep. Great. Maybe I want that that end frame to be a little low as well. So we would just go back to our Cartesian view coordinates. And we can drop that down like so. And if we keep going down with it, there we go. That's nice. And then we'll just lock that in for our position 3, frame 100. And now when we look at our preview, starting high, coming around, and ending low. And a nice power shot. No warnings popping up. We should be able to just back run it. And just out of curiosity, let's see how fast it'll let us go. It says we can do 100. Let's try to make it freak out on us so we can see where everything is working the hardest. So we're pretty close. If we wanted to, we could massage this move and make it run a lot faster if we wanted to. But I think the 99 frames per second is way more than fast enough. We're just going to stick this at around 95 or 90. Probably be fine. And then we can preview our move fast. So we go robot fast. And that's a 3-point move. Thanks for watching, robot friends. And remember, safety first.